Hello, Karen here from 50's the New 50 blog. Welcome. Wanted to come on and do Monday makeup, beginner 3D foundation, quick little tutorial / class. So excited. It is a beautiful day here. I hope you're having a great Monday as well. Let me get this hair out of the way so we can dive in and put some makeup on. So if you were just hopping on and joining, make sure you say hi and let's get going. Hi, Carol. How are you? So first things first, what is this? If you're brand new and we haven't met before, again, my name's Karen, and this is 3D foundation. It's an all cream-based makeup that is amazing for mature skin. I'm going to be 56 here in a few weeks. And I love this makeup. I think it's just the bee's knees. I don't know if you've ever heard that phrase before, but it's the best makeup for mature skin. And it's cream, which does us so many favors. I mean, cream makeup is moisturizing. It sits on top of your skin. It's just, it's light. It covers imperfections, makes your face have dimension. So it's really amazing for mature skin. It all comes in these palettes. Yeah. So it is hot. It's hot here too. It's going to be 90 here today, which for us is pretty darn hot. So everything that you get fits into a palette like this. So there's no more carrying around or having bags and drawers full of makeup. It's all condensed to this. Your whole face of makeup right here. Even your eyeshadow. Yeah, so I'll show you that as well. All right, let's get started. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so 3D foundation. This is your foundation. That's probably the biggest question I get asked is, what is the foundation? Well, this is foundation. It's your contour, and it's either 1 or 2 highlight shades, possibly 3. I'm gonna show you how you can use 3 highlight shades, which is what we call our, kind of like our foundation shades. And cream lip and cheek colors, Illuminator, and we have a lot of eyeshadows, and most of them are powders. So look at how you can just put everything right in here. So one brush, we're going to use this brush here to apply our makeup, so I can show you that you don't have to have like a ton of makeup brushes. They're all double-ended. This one here is called the 3D brush. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come in and we're going to apply contour. And contour is basically a cool toned makeup that you can add to your face to frame it, okay? To frame your face, to add dimension, and to add a shadow. So basically what I'm doing here is taking a little bit of this cream makeup with the brush here, and I'm applying it up on my forehead, right up into my hairline, and you can kind of see how there's a bit of a shadow here, right? Starting. So you can do a much more intense contour. Like if you really love a darker contour, you can just layer or build that makeup. Or when I color match you, you know, we can get you one that's a little bit darker, or you can just go with one that's just like this. I mean, it's very subtle, but it's adding a bit of a shadow up underneath my hairline to help frame my forehead and to draw the forehead down a bit. So another place that you can contour is underneath your cheekbones. And I'm just going to use the same brush and just give it a little pinch. And the creams are very, very, very pigmented. So a little bit goes such a long way, as you're going to see. And I'm just pressing, just pinch that. I'm just pressing right up underneath my cheekbone here, a little bit of this contour. So let's reload it. Just tap into your contour. And at any time you have questions, just shout them out. We're going to keep this pretty casual for this Monday. So if you have questions, just type them in and I will try to pay attention. May have to get my readers on, but ask me any questions. And if you are some Seint pros on here and you see somebody ask a question and you know the answer, feel free to jump in and answer it too. So contouring underneath your cheekbone is actually just going to help define your cheekbones, add a little bit, again, more structure to your face. And it's really just putting a bit of that shadow right underneath your cheekbone and kind of ending it right about the outside of your eye. Don't overthink it. You just don't want to pull contour all the way down into your mouth. You know, this area, you don't need it there. Just a little bit right here. And then you can just lightly blend and tap up that contour to soften it on your cheeks. So just taking and just pouncing and just kind of pulling and blending a little bit of that contour up. So it's just going to be kind of darker right here underneath and then kind of feather out up towards the tops of your cheekbones. The other place you can contour, which is like probably one of the faves, is underneath your jawline, because who doesn't like to have more or would like to have more of a defined jawline, right? And to camouflage some of this stuff. So just take that same brush and just tap it right back into the contour and come right underneath your jaw. So right underneath your ear here, and then just run it right along your jaw. And then you can just pull that down and back and reload that underneath and down here. Oh, thank you, Linda. Yes. So, gals, I got my eyebrows. I did my eyebrows last Wednesday. So I think it's been, yeah, last Wednesday I went and had them powder brows, which is basically like permanent makeup on your brows, where that she went in with like a really soft pigment and pretty much tattooed color into my brows that were pretty much disappearing. I had very little color in my brows, very sparse hair. The hair's still here. They don't take that off, but she just adds this really great color. And then you don't have to add any color to your brows. They're kind of done for you, which is one step less than what you have to do. So I highly recommend it. If you can find somebody in your area that does powder brows, I'm really happy with them. So we contoured up on our forehead, underneath our cheekbones, down underneath our jawline, and that's it. So that's contouring. Really easy. And the contour is going to become part of your foundation. So the contour is up here. It's adding a bit of color and coverage, even though it's kind of soft and more neutral, kind of ashy shade, but we're not going to layer over the top of it. We're actually going to just have it be part of your foundation. Okay. So the next thing is I want to talk to you about, if you get color matched, you may need or want, hi Patricia, more than one or two highlight shades. So you can get away with just a contour, one highlight shade, a lip and cheek, an illuminator. But what's so great about having more than one shade for your face is that you can use them to color correct, and that's what we're going to do next. Camouflage or color correct with a shade. You can get a shade that closely matches your skin tone, a main shade, and then you can get a highlight or brightening, well, a pop shade, I should call it, a pop shade that's going to add some light and brightness to your face. And all of that does is it brings dimension to your face. Okay, so that's really, really all we're doing, is we are using this makeup to highlight, to contour and highlight, add shadow and add light to the face to add dimension. The next thing we're going to do then is I'm going to pick up a little bit of this color here and I'm going to use it as a color corrector shade. So I need a little extra color correcting or coverage right here where I have this dark spot. Okay, so we're going to put some right here. I like to put it on my eyelids, so I'm tapping the smallest amount. You can see how little I'm using. And we're just going to put some there. And if you have like under eye bluish, kind of purpley discoloration, if you have broken capillaries or even redness in areas of a darker, much darker redness, you can use a little bit of a color corrector shade. And that's what's so great, is that I will help you get all of these shades figured out. So you don't have to figure out your shades. That's what's so nice. So what I'm going to do is just lightly blend out. You see how little I used. And I'm just lightly feathering and kind of tapping and blending out a little bit of that color corrector shade, because again, you use very little of this, and we're not going to do a whole lot of layering of this makeup, which makes it so amazing because it's not heavy and it's not going to get into our fine lines and our wrinkles. And if you have the right shades, it's not going to emphasize pores or any of that. So let's go in and pick up the main shade, the main highlight shade, and just flip your brush back over. We don't need to clean it off. Just tap in. So easy. And then just come up and tap your main shade, tap, tap, wherever you need or want to put a little bit of that coverage, okay? So I already have some here on my main or my color corrector shade, but I want some down in here. So just tap on, we're not using a whole lot, it's just tapping, and then just come over and tap on your face where you want some of that. So I'm just checking the mirror to see. Okay, so I just, again, a very, very small amount. So even here, I didn't tap color on, but what we're gonna do is take what's on the brush and what's on our face, and we're going to move it because it's warm, it's cream, our face is warm, the room is warm, and it's movable. Cream makeup moves with your face, and that's why it's so amazing for mature skin, because it moves with your skin so that you don't notice and get it looking cakey or crepey texture, okay? Even though I've got these fine lines here, it's not filling in and looking textury. So just a small amount of that main shade, and it really just evened out my skin tone with a little bit of the color corrector and then the main shade. So you can just end there and be like, okay, that looks like foundation to me. But you can take it another step and have even more dimension by adding a brightener or a pop shade. And this one here, I'm just gonna tap again. Same brush, we're not cleaning these brushes off in between. These brushes are made to work with the cream foundation. And if you're not swiping and loading a ton of makeup on, what's on the brush is gonna go onto your face, and then you can tap right into a different color. You're not going to mix them or muddle them, and it's not gonna end up looking like mud, right? So, all right, let's tap into a little bit of this brightener shade. So again, just the lightest amount is just like kissing, just with your brush, just a tiny amount. So let's say, where do I wanna brighten my face? Well, I wanna brighten kind of the inside of my eye here. I'm gonna put some right here. So again, just a small amount. I'm gonna brighten just right underneath where I have these indentations. I'm just gonna tap a little bit right there. So tap, tap back in if I need some more. I'm gonna brighten out here to give a little lift, little eye lift. So just a little, kind of a little V shape coming right out above my contour, and kind of like this little V outside of my eye here, right here, around the eyes. But as you notice, not too close. Don't get too close to your fine lines, because then if you put really a light color, even some really light concealer shades underneath these areas where you do have texture, it's just going to emphasize that texture, because that's what light colors do, is they pull forward. So I think I'll just put a little bit up here. I want to get a little light and lift to the top of my brow, and I think I'll put a little bit up here. So one more, and then one more place, a little bit down our nose. Why not? Okay, so here we're just applied just a little bit of this brightener highlight shade, and then let's just blend that in. Okay, so we'll just use the same brush, and I'm just gonna lightly pounce. Isn't that horrible? I'm so sorry. I burnt myself. I don't know what I've been doing lately, but I am on like the third finger I have burnt in the last week, mostly in the stove. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just not paying attention, I guess. I don't know if it's menopause fog, you know, kind of that brain fog that you get. I'm gonna tell you what, this one really, really hurt. And it was when I was trying to take a pizza out, and I don't know what I did. I was pulling it out or something and caught it up on the coils of the oven. So what we're doing, sorry, is I'm just tapping and blending and softening that brightener shade. So it's brightened right here. Can you see the light around here and here? But it's not, and even here it's reflecting the light, but it's not emphasizing any fine lines or textures or wrinkles. Do I gotta get even closer? I don't want to freak you out, but look it. That's not heavy makeup. Nope, it's not heavy at all. And it's cream. So yeah, it's cream. It's so wonderful. All right. Yeah, I know. Burns are the worst, especially when they blister like that on your skin where it's so thin like that. Ugh. Okay. So, foundation is done. Contouring is done. So this is all 3D foundation. So if you haven't been color matched and you want me to help you get these shades, then I've got my link there in the description, and you can always message me as well and I can help you with that. But you'll get a contour color match to you. If you want a color corrector shade, if you feel like where you saw where I used it on like this dark spot, sunspot, broken capillaries, we can do that. Under eye darkness, a main shade, a main highlight shade, and then a brightener or a pop shade. All right, so there you go. Foundation is on, all here, all inside this little palette with this brush. So now let's have some fun. Sorry, something's in my face. Let's have some fun with color and a little bit of other. So the second level, this is, like I said, this is called your palette, and it's all magnetic and everything is in here. So what did I put in here? I think I put, there's 2 lip and cheek colors in here that are really fun. I love these for summer. This one's Frenchie and this is Baby Watermelon. I don't know, which color should I use? I don't know if there's a color that somebody wants to see more than the other. I don't know, maybe let me put Frenchie on my cheeks. So you can pick up your cheek color with your finger if you want to, because again, it's cream, and dot it right above your contour. Okay, so can you see that dotted? You could even pick it up just with the brush. So take this side of the brush and tap in. And then here's your contour, and then outside of your eye, you could also just pounce it on. Okay, so whatever you feel more comfortable doing. And then we're going to pounce over, again, because it's cream, it's gonna start moving and it's gonna start blending, and it just looks amazing. So that is called Frenchie, and so it's a peachy, really pretty peachy cream satin color. We can do, let's do Baby Watermelon on the lips, why not? So you can use these on your lips. You can use them as blush. You can combine them. So if I wanted to combine, I put pink grapefruit on my lips, but I could also put a little bit of, I could mix them. Let's mix them. Put a little bit, oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. So pink grapefruit underneath, and then a little bit of the Frenchie over the top, just subdued that pink just a little bit. You can even do the same thing as Frenchies on my cheeks, but if I wanted to add a little pop, maybe right down here at the bottom, you can add just a little bit of another shade like the pink grapefruit, and then just pounce over, and now you've got this almost, oh gosh, what do you call that? Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. Mixing those two together, how fun. It's just so much fun. All right, so we've got lip and cheek colors. Illuminator, that would be, how would I describe Illuminator? It's like a cream, really pretty cream shimmers, okay? And they also come in powders, but I usually just like this one, these cream ones. This one's called Angel. I don't know if you can see it there, but it's just more illumination to your face. So did you see me dot that on? Can you see it there? These are really, really fun when you want just a little extra luminous. And this one is called Angel. And the places that you might want to place them are high parts of your cheekbones. You can put a little bit on the bridge of your nose, down here on the tip of your nose. You can put a bit at the top of your eyebrow, or right underneath your brow bone to add, again, a little bit of luminosity. You can put it over your lip color. So go in here, and if I wanted to add just a little bit, just a little light shimmer. So it's not really glittery. It's more of a sheer illumination, and we call them illuminators. That's definitely what they do. They just bring more light and a little bit more illumination to your skin. This one's called Angel, and it's one that has a little bit of a pink undertone to it. But there are other ones that we have that have more of a honey, more of a pearl, more of a golden, or even a bronzy illumination to them. So really, really fun. When you're done applying your makeup, grab yourself a Perfector Sponge. This is our beauty blender. And the final step that I like to do before I set it with my setting spray is just take my beauty blender and just tap over, making sure that I don't have anything too heavy or anything that looks like it might be just, you know, looking a little bit too heavy anywhere, getting into my, like if you felt like you got a little bit too heavy over here by your eyes, you can just tap and press. And really, again, what that's doing is just giving you one more opportunity to really, really move and press that cream makeup into your skin and make it look so natural on your face. Let's go ahead and set it with some setting spray, and then we'll put a little bit of eyeshadow on just for the heck of it. Setting spray is important to use. Our setting spray is wonderful for oily skin, dry skin. It's really a game changer. It's gonna help hold your makeup and set it for the day. Really important because cream makeup sits on top of your skin. So you can shake up your setting spray, and you can actually just squirt it on your face. If you do that, you wanna really shake up this bottle, and then you really wanna push down on it. So let me do it over here on this side. Like that. So you just get a fine mist that really covers your whole face. If that bothers you, you can take a fluffy brush, like this is the blush and bronzer brush. You can take a big fluffy brush, squirt the end of that brush, and you can actually apply it that way as well, if you prefer. And you can see that it's looking a little wet on top of the skin, and basically once that dries, it's gonna set that cream makeup and make it last and wear so nicely throughout the day. We can get eyeshadows. They pop right in here as well. I just have like Cupcake, a really pretty kind of vanilla color, but look how fast and easy. And then this is called Basic, just a taupey brown. But this, I didn't have to go digging through any bags, right? Everything is in here. Everything is in here. The only thing that I would have outside of here, my mascara, my setting spray, obviously a brush, and you gotta have one of our Perfector Sponge. This is the best beauty blender ever, so you definitely want one of those. But that's it. Super, super quick and easy. This is probably, this one here, this is the palette size called the number 8. And the reason why they call them that is that's the number of full-size tins that they hold. So this one holds 8 full-size tins. So 4 full-size on the top and 4 on the bottom. Or the eyeshadows, you can do 2 eyeshadows to fit where 1 full-size tin goes. So this is a number 8. This is probably my most popular starter palette with the 3D foundation, is the number 8 with 1 brush, your setting spray, and a Perfector Sponge. That's usually what probably 90% of the gals I work with start with, and it's a great way to start. You can also start with, you could jump up and go to a number 12. So number 12, you see the difference here? So there's the number 8. The number 12 holds 12 full size. So 12, 6 on top, full size, and 6 on the bottom, or a combination, like I was saying, of the full size and eyeshadows. Okay, this one has bronzer in it, a little setting powders, a bunch of eyeshadows, a little cleaning tile. So isn't that fun? So there's a lot of different ones. You can even start with just a number 4, which would just hold 4. That's an option as well, right? Hi, Susan. Hi. So thank you for catching the quick little tutorial. I mean, look how quick that was. I think I chatted, I put my makeup on, and we were done in no time at all. Hi, Lisa. If you end up just hopping on now and you're like, oh shoot, what the heck is she doing? Let me just recap real quick. My name's Karen. I'm glad you found me. Glad you're here. Make sure you like and follow my page. I do try to go live at several times a week, doing eyeshadow tutorials or 3D foundation tutorials. And if you want to get a larger palette, yeah, Patricia, you know, right? If you want to get color matched, you would just fill out my color match form. The link is up here in the description, and you can decide where you want to start. There's no auto ships. There's no subscription. You decide and order what you want when you want it. And then when you use up, when you use up one of your shades, which takes a while to use these up because they last a super long time, you just pop out the shade that you have used up, and then you can just reorder. Let me show you here. If I can get I need my glasses. Just pop out the shade that ran out, reorder that shade, and then just when you get it, just pop it back in. It is awesome, Susan and Lisa. Oh, thank you. Yes, Patricia and Susan, it is really fun. It's addictive makeup for sure. Okay, well, I don't know if you have any questions. Oh, I'm so glad you enjoyed this. And thank you, Patricia. I appreciate that feedback. So I'll go ahead and save this so you can always watch it on the replay. Feel free to share it with somebody who's interested in trying this makeup. And of course, always reach out to me. I'm available to answer questions. And if you do comment below, I will definitely answer any questions that you have after the fact, for sure. Thanks so much, and hope to catch you next time I go live. Bye.